Hello, in this WordPress dashboard tutorial, I'm going to guide you on everything that you should know about the WordPress dashboard. I'm going to take you from basics to advanced of using your WordPress dashboard. Let's get started. Welcome back to this WordPress dashboard tutorial. I'm going to be guiding you on what you should know and how everything works in the WordPress dashboard. I'm going to begin by how to access your WordPress dashboard. On any WordPress site, by default, you should type wp-admin and you should see the login screen. Once you see your login screen, you can put in your password and you will successfully log in into your WordPress dashboard. So in this case, I put in my username and my password. Then you click on login and you will be redirected to the WordPress dashboard. I have installed in my previous tutorial WordPress on local hosts. You're going to add the wp-admin on your live website URL to access the WordPress dashboard. Maybe if your URL is something like example.com, what you would do is you would add wp-admin to access your WordPress dashboard. Once you are on a WordPress dashboard, there are a number of things that you need to know. It helps us to begin by looking at a quick summary of what we should know about the WordPress dashboard. I've put together this quick summary on the notepad here. On your WordPress dashboard, you should know how to use the general settings, writing settings, reading settings, discussion settings, media settings, permalinks, plugins, categories, posts, media, pages, tags, links, comments, plugins, users, appearance, and also some advanced concepts that should be added using plugins. The first page on your WordPress dashboard is the welcome dashboard. It has this top position with screen options. Once you toggle this, it can help us to hide or show some of the widgets on the WordPress main page. You can click on this to enable and disable what you don't like. I've removed everything on my WordPress dashboard. I like it to have at a glance because it gives me the idea on how many pages I have on the site, the current version I'm running on WordPress, and the theme that is currently active. Also, maybe comments and the posts that is useful for bloggers who want to see how many posts are published. For the help, it gives you an idea on the WordPress documentation and links to specific things about WordPress that you may want to know. So it's a useful resource for complete beginners looking to understand how WordPress works. So screen options is very useful when it comes to hiding and showing the WordPress dashboard widgets. You can clear them and show the widgets you want. It's a useful tool for decluttering the main page because plugins tend to add extra widgets all over the place. So it's a good way to use this screen option to declutter the dashboard. On the secondary or sub menu of the dashboard is the home menu, which corresponds to this dashboard. Then the other menu is the updates. Here we have everything that we need to update. Like we begin by WordPress updates. So whenever there is a new WordPress update, you're going to see it displayed here, and you can begin installing or updating your WordPress using the buttons here. We have the latest version, so we don't need to update. We have plugins that needs to be updated, and currently we don't have things that needs to be updated. We can select a plugin we need to update in this using this checkbox. Then you click on update button, and the plugin is going to be updated, and the notification is going to disappear. From the WordPress dashboard menu, the other important menu in the order of appearance is the posts menu. Posts are the blog posts that you publish on your WordPress site. Once you click on the posts, you can see the first menu is all posts, which means it allows you to view all the posts or the blog posts published on your WordPress site. Once you click on this all posts, the screen option still exists on this page, and it allows us to see the different kinds of views we want on our all posts page. For example, we can increase the number of posts we want to see. If we have a blog with 500 posts and we want to see 200 on this page, we can maybe put 200, then we apply the settings, and we are going to see 200 posts here without scrolling to the next or moving to the next page. The second option we see here, this screen option allows us to show these posts in different formats, like the extended view and the compact view. The other option is to see the columns. Like if you don't wish to see the author here, we can remove by clicking that checkbox. If you don't wish to see the date, we can remove by clicking that. If you don't want to see the comments, we can remove the tags as well, so that we have a clean view of our blog posts. The other option is the add new, which allows us to add new blog posts. Once you click on that, it redirects you to adding a new blog post. The other option is the categories. This allows us to add categories, like maybe we can say WordPress tips. Then we add a description here. Then we click on add new category, and we have our category page added that we can use when you're creating new blog posts. This still has the screen options that allows us to increase the number of items, category items you can see on the page, as well as sorting out these columns. Like if we don't want to see the count, the number of blog posts that are associated with a specific category, we can uncheck this, the slug as well, the description as well, so that we just see plain categories. Then we click on apply, and it's going to work. Under the posts, we also have the tags. The tags works like categories, but they allow us to group together useful or related content in our WordPress blog. We have the screen options that works just like categories, where we can remove the columns that we don't wish to see here by unchecking these buttons. That's how the posts menu works in the WordPress dashboard. So the next item in the WordPress dashboard is the media. The media allows us to see everything we've uploaded in our media or image gallery. Once we upload every image, we're going to see it here in form of thumbnails, and we can click on a specific image to edit it. This comes with the help but does not have the screen options, because the items here can be sorted using dates. You can sort them using the type of media, spreadsheets, video, audio, and any other format that is available or extended using plugins. You can also use this search button to search any media, like maybe you can search your logo. If the name of the media is logo, you're going to see it pop up on the screen down here. You can also sort these by list items so that the media items are displayed in a list manner. Under media, the other item that we have is add new, which allows us to upload the new media items. One particular important tool that is available here is this browser uploader, which allows us to upload images in cases where we're having problems with the default uploader. That's how this media section works. The next WordPress dashboard menu item is the pages. The pages allow us to publish specific pages on our website. Think of a contact page, about us page, services page, customers page, or any page you have in mind. By default, we have this page that is the sample page. This is a page that is created once you install your WordPress application as a sample page to show you how pages work. So we can view the page by clicking on View button, and on the front end, you can see how the page looks. We can edit this page by clicking on Edit button, and you can see we have our page content here. We can also trash the page, move it to the trash can. If we empty the trash, we are going to permanently delete that particular page. All pages, we can also have a quick edit, which allows us to quickly edit the title of the page, the slug, the extending URL from your main domain is what the slug is. We can change the parent, the order, the default template. If we have existing custom page templates in our WordPress site, we can change them using this quick option. We can also change the status from draft or maybe to published or pending review. Or we can create this page a password to make it a private kind of a page. That's what the quick edit does. On this pages section or menu on WordPress dashboard, we still have the screen options like we had for the posts and the dashboard. These screen options allow us to easily manage the columns. We can remove this outer column by unchecking this. We can remove this date column by unchecking this, and the comments as well. We can change the extended view to compact view, and once we apply our dashboard on the pages section will be clean. That's how the pages section works, without forgetting the ability to search pages as well as filter using specific dates or handle bulk actions like edit bulk or move bulk pages to trash. There are other plugins that might extend these particular features to make it easier for you to identify, customize, and edit pages in a quick way. The next item on the WordPress dashboard is the comments section. The comments section details all the comments that have been left on our blog or on our website. We have the screen options that allow us to manage the columns that are on our comments section. Once you click apply, it should work like it works for the pages and the post columns. One important consideration when you're dealing with comments section on your WordPress dashboard is how to manage comments like the pending, the spam, and the trash. If you'd like to approve or unapprove a comment, you can use this button. Like this default comment can be approved by clicking on that button. Once a new comment has been posted on your blog, it's going to appear here as a notification by default. So you can approve this comment by clicking on this button, which is approve. You can quickly reply on this comment, or you can use the quick edit to edit the comment and update the content of that comment. This is particularly useful when you're dealing with comments that have link spam and you want to get rid of the spam on the comments. You can use that to quickly edit the comments content. Finally, you can mark it as spam and it's going to move to this folder, as well as trash it and it's going to move to this folder, as you can see. You can always move back the comment by undoing it and it becomes an approved comment. You can unapprove it and it's going to be a pending comment. You can approve it and it's going to be an approved comment. We can spam it and it's going to be in the spam folder. So that's how we manage comments on the WordPress dashboard. There exist plugins that can help you extend this functionality. We are not going to pay attention to them since we are looking at the default WordPress dashboard. The next option for your WordPress dashboard is the appearance menu. Appearance allows us to change the appearance of the blog or the site. This is where the theme of your WordPress site is located. As you can see from this menu, there exist the different themes in this WordPress site. I have the 3 default WordPress themes. In this screen for the themes, I don't have the screen options since I don't have columns and I don't need it here. I can use this button to add a new theme. Once you click on that, it loads the existing themes from the WordPress free repo. You can select by choosing or by searching your favorite WordPress theme. Like in my case, I like the Generate Press, which is my favorite WordPress themes. Once you find your favorite WordPress theme, you can use the button to preview it, to see how it looks. You can close this, then use this button to begin installing your WordPress theme. This WordPress theme is installed from the free repository where authors publish free WordPress themes for users like you. Once the theme is installed successfully, we want to click on this button to activate it. Once the WordPress theme is activated, you can use this link to visit the front end to see how your WordPress site changes. This theme page allows us to see the details for each WordPress theme. You can click on this. We see a simple description of the theme, the author, the version, the note here to show us this is the active theme, the menus to customization, widgets, menus, and much more, depending with your current WordPress theme. You can also use this menu here to delete themes that you don't like. For example, once I click on a theme that it's not active, like this theme, if I wanted to get rid of this theme and clean up my themes folder, I have the ability to use the delete button here, get rid of that theme from my theme collection. Enough of the themes. The other menu in the options and appearance is the customize. Customize allows us to simply change this WordPress theme based on specific options provided by the theme author. Generate Press by default comes with the ability for us to change the colors. Like you can see, you can use this to change the colors. It comes with the ability for us to change the layout. For the header, we can maybe select the classic. It changes depending with the specific theme options available with a particular theme. We can also add our custom CSS here. Maybe like we use the inspect element to make our header black here. We add a rule here, maybe background black or maybe purple. Then we make the color white. Then we force it by saying important. That doesn't work. Maybe we need to target a specific header. We can add this rule here. Then maybe we can also change this. This should be the title. So this should be color white. still doesn't work, so it should be very specific. It's an A tie. It has an A here, so it should have an A here. And we can copy this here and update the options. So this particular customize option gives us the ability to customize the theme and add new features. We added a new theme and have customized it using the customizer by extending the functions or the styles of the theme. The other option that is provided by the WordPress by default is appearance menu is the widget option. Widgets allow us to add specific features to our sidebars and accessible widgets area in WordPress. So this widget comes with the settings to update widgets and sort out widgets. We can add widgets on the footer. We can add new ones. We can search specific widgets that we want to add to specific widget area, like can add something on the top bar. Like if we needed to have a search bar here and we want to use a widget, we would search for the widget like search bar, and you can see it's available. We would add it to the top bar by searching here, search, then updating this using this button. Then we refresh on our page and you see we have the search bar here on the top bar section of our WordPress site. We can get rid of this by just deleting it, like targeting that and clicking the block and removing the search, then using that button to update. So that's it for the widget section. This is the new widget look. For the classic widget, it has a different kind of view, as we are going to look at when we install the classic WordPress options towards the end of this video. The next menu the next item on the menu is the menus. Menus allow us to add menus to our WordPress site here. We can create the menu by adding the name of the menu here, like primary menu, then clicking on the create button. Then we can select the specific items for the menu, or we can use custom, like we can use a custom to create a custom menu item like that. For pages, once you have existing pages, you can comfortably add them here by drag and drop. Like we can move here and create our first page. Let's first of all save that. So we can come here, create our first page. Maybe we want a contact page. Then we publish it. Then we create a new page, about. We publish it. Once we do that, we come back to our dashboard here. We go to appearance, menus. Then our pages appear here. We can select the pages, then click to add new. They are going to be automatically added to our menu. Once we refresh here, our menu still is disorganized. So we can organize it by assigning it using this location so that it shows us where we want to display it. We want the default to have this menu. So once we click that on save and refresh here, you should see our menu appears there as home, about, contact. We can move these items by drag and drop and update here to move these items there. So you see the items move. We can move back the items, add more items. We add a terms page. We click on that. Then we save the menu and refresh, and automatically that particular menu item is added. We can also use categories to add on the menu. I added the category I created under posts, WordPress tips, and I added it on the menu. And once you save and refresh here, you have it here. You can also add posts, custom links, categories as I've said, and much more. For management of the menu locations, this tab allows us to manage the location of the menu, as well as edit and make important assignments for our menus. On the main page of the menus, we have the screen options that allow us to display what needs to be displayed on the screen. We can remove the pages on this column, we can remove the posts on this column, we can remove the links and only leave the categories. We can add the tags, we can add the formats, which are custom post types, or taxonomy if you like. So basically, this allows us to manage how our menu items appear. We can also use these advanced items that allow us to customize our menus further. These menu properties, once we check them, like you can see, once you open this menu item, it's going to have those specific options that we added by checking these boxes. Here we are going to have the CSS classes. This is the CSS class, the link relationship that allow us to put menus together that are similar, the description for the menu, and the title attribute. The title attribute is what follows after the menu item. If we wanted to have a title attribute like best WordPress tips, and we updated that, and we put a description, some description here, and also a class, a specific class, maybe we can do it home menu, and we update, we have those items available on the front end for customization of this particular menu to make it more useful or more valuable. You can see the title is added here on the link, as you can see on my inspect element. That's good enough for the menu. For your WordPress theme, it's likely to come with specific settings that are going to be specific for one theme to another. I'm working with WordPress, and it has these items like that allow us theme settings that allow us to customize the theme further. Finally, under the appearance menu, we have the file editor. Once you click on that menu, a notice comes up and gives you a warning that editing this might break your site. This is an area that if you're an advanced WordPress developer, or maybe you like to learn, you need to understand how themes work. This is going to be the place where you can edit WordPress themes directly, or if you like, the source code directly from your WordPress dashboard. Just click on I understand, and we can sort the themes here, the existing themes. We have the help option here that allow us to see the documentation for editing themes, for editing files, and support, as well as the documentation for theme development. We have the different themes. Once you select the specific theme, you have different theme templates or code files that you can edit here. Like the archives, I can edit the code directly here. I can look for the specific functions that are used on the file, and I can click on update to make the changes effective in my WordPress theme. So basically, that theme edit section is under appearance theme file editor. It gives us the glimpse of how to edit a WordPress theme. The other menu on the WordPress dashboard is the plugins. These plugins allow us to add important functions that can be used to extend the functionality, the default functionality of WordPress. Like by default, we have this plugin, Hello Dolly, and this one. You can activate a plugin using this button. You can delete. You can change the menu items using the columns here. You can change the number of items you want to see on the page using the screen options, as I have done before in these other sections. You can use this button to add a new plugin. Once you click on it, it connects with the WordPress repo, where you can search for your plugin. Like in this case, I can search for one of the most popular WordPress SEO plugins. And once it pops up on the screen, I can click on install, and it's going to install the plugin. You can also check out the plugins based on the featured, popular, recommended, and favorites that you've already set up in your WordPress.org account. And are ready for your WordPress installation. Once this plugin is installed, you can click on Activate button and it automatically activates the plugin. This one redirects to the onboarding process, but we need to get back to our page here. So once a plugin is activated, it's going to have these settings if it's a good plugin or maybe a popular plugin. But it's by default in WordPress, it's supposed to have a delete and an activate. But the delete is not visible once you have activated it. So you need to deactivate in that case. Then the delete button is available for us to delete the plugin. You can use this menu to activate the plugin, and you can as well deactivate it and delete it from your WordPress site. There are also a link here that allows us to see which plugins are active. Once we click on active, we can see one is active, one is inactive, and two have disabled update auto update options. We can also use this search bar here to search for the plugins, as well as bulk actions options here like activate, deactivate, update, delete, enable auto updates, and disable auto updates. On these other menu items is an add menu, add plugin menu item that takes us to the page where we can add new plugins directly. The other menu item allows us to edit WordPress plugins like the same way we edited themes under the appearance theme editor option. So you simply click on I understand. Use this to sort the plugin you wish to edit. Then you can see specific plugin files. We have this REST API file where we can edit the code, search the functions, and click on update to update the plugin file. So that's it for the plugin under the WordPress dashboard. The next menu item is the users. Users allow us to add users or manage users. Like we can use this button to add users. We can change roles to manage permissions for specific users. So to add, you click on add, you fill in the details for the specific user, assign them a role, and you click on add a new user button. On the all users menu, we have the screen options that allow us to manage the display of these columns here. Like if you don't want to see the roles, get rid of them, posts, email, and so on. We can also manage the number of users we see by increasing the number maybe to 200 to see so many users within this page. We can use this menu here to add new profile, which is similar to adding a new user, as well as edit our existing profile using this profile menu item. We can change the color scheme to maybe modern, or maybe light, maybe coffee, maybe ectoplasm, ocean, and so on and so forth. We can also edit the specific user details as well as change the password using this particular screen and the update button down here. So that's it for the users and how to use the users in your WordPress dashboard. Now we are on the tools section. Tools allow us to manage the data on WordPress site. We can use the tools section to import, export, and check the site health, as well as export and erase data on our WordPress site. One of the most common things you will do with the tools section is to import WordPress posts. To import, you will require to use this WordPress import tool that needs to be installed. You can also import from Blogger and as well as Tumblr. So for you to import from another WordPress site, you need to run the importer after you install it. Then you can browse the data and upload the file to import. That's the most common use of the import section. Finally, we move to settings section. That is the most important part of your WordPress dashboard. And you need to exercise caution when you're dealing with this section. So the general settings define the name of our site, the tagline we can add by typing and saving changes. We can also set the URL of our site here, the site address, as well as change the default WordPress email or admin email. This should always be left unchecked because once you allow everybody to register on the site, it becomes a spamming problem. This by default should be left to membership sites, or if you need a plugin, it can be a better way to use it to create membership. So this allows us to choose if we check these. This allows us to choose the role of the person who registers. It would, of course, be a bad move to have the register option set, role option set to admin, because anybody who registers on your WordPress site will have access as an administrator and they can get things messed up. So this allows us to select the site language, the time zone, the date format, time, and when the week starts. So basically, those are the general options for your WordPress site under this menu. We move to writing option that allow us to define the different writing settings. This defines the default post category, and this defines the post format. These settings are for your email, and these are for the ping. It's a common practice to add an extended ping list here to improve your WordPress pinging abilities once you publish a new post. So you can Google for a list of ping sites that can help with your SEO. Then you add them here and save the changes. Reading allows us to set the settings of our blog homepage and the blog page. So like in this site, by default, it's set to your latest posts. I can change this to static page to have a static homepage, and I select a page for the static homepage and a blog page. Then down here, it shows the number of posts we can show in the homepage, as well as the syndication feeds items. This allows us to show either the full text of a blog post on the homepage if you're using the latest posts, or the excerpt. This is a very crucial point, and you should always not activate this on a live site because it's going to mess your site indexing by Google. This is only useful to discourage search engines from indexing the site. It's only useful when you're working with a site that does not need to be in the search engines. The next menu item under settings is the discussion. The discussion allows us to moderate what can happen in the comment section. Like, it allows us to set the default settings, manage comments, as well as put avatars for our comments be visually appealing. So that's what the comments section settings work. Another option is in the settings is the media. It allows us to set the default settings for the media items, like mostly the thumbnail size is set under the media settings in the general settings menu. We have the permalinks, which is a very important part that allows us to set up how the links on your website looks. By default, it has this ugly permalink, so you should often change it to post name to make beautiful URLs. if you open this, you see it has a date. This is what a permalink is. So for SEO purposes, it's recommended we run with this kind of format. So you simply choose that and click on save when your blog is new before you start posting, because any change in the future might adversely affect your SEO. Finally, we have this privacy. It allows us to create a privacy page using this button, as well as set up the page that we have created as the default privacy policy page on your WordPress blog. Finally, the collapse menu allows us to show and hide in a toggle fashion the default WordPress menu. On top here, we have the option to see the WordPress documentation by clicking on this WordPress logo. We can move to wordpress.org. We can look at the documentation. We can move to support, as well as provide feedback for our WordPress community forum. We can also hover here and use this link to move to the front page of the WordPress site. We can also use this menu to add new posts, media, page, or user. It simply works like the add new options under each of those categories. On the right side, we have the option to see the username, the current user, thumbnail, profile picture, the link to edit the profile, as well as log out from our WordPress dashboard. Once we click on that logout, we successfully log out from WordPress dashboard. So that's it about the WordPress dashboard tutorial. I hope I covered everything that you need to know about getting started with your WordPress dashboard. Hope you can now use your WordPress dashboard to customize your site further. If you like this kind of content, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for your time.